Have you ever walked down a street and felt like someone was watching you? Not a person, not something living, but a presence silent, cold, and ancient. There's a city where that feeling never leaves, where the past doesn't rest and the dead never forget. A city so haunted, even the trees seem to whisper. Savannah, Georgia. Beneath the southern charm and Spanish moss lies a history drenched in secrets. Lost love, betrayal, unrest, and spirits that refuse to move on. This isn't just a ghost story. This is an entire city built on haunted ground. So light a candle, lock your doors, and don't look over your shoulder, because what's behind you might be from another time. Part 1. The city built on graves. Savannah, Georgia, is known for its picturesque beauty oak trees dripping with Spanish moss, horse-drawn carriages rolling down cobblestone streets, and elegant mansions whispering stories of the past. But beneath this postcard-perfect surface lies a chilling truth. Savannah is a city built on forgotten graves, literally. As the city expanded, cemeteries were moved or simply built over. Foundations were laid upon burial grounds, roads paved atop the final resting places of soldiers, slaves, and settlers. Bones were found beneath schools, homes, even restaurants. And with that foundation of unrest came something else: the hauntings. Locals say the ground never truly settled. Spirits disturbed from their eternal slumber roam freely. Some claim the city itself feels off, like time folds in strange ways, like eyes are always watching, even when no one is there. From its very roots, Savannah is soaked in unresolved energy. And once you've walked its quiet streets at midnight, you'll understand. This is not just a city, it's a place where the past refuses to be buried. Part 2. The Sorrel-Weed House. Secrets that refuse to stay silent. Among Savannah's most infamous buildings is the Sorrel-Weed House, a grand Greek revival mansion that now serves as a museum and a hotspot for paranormal activity. Built in the 1840s by wealthy plantation owner Francis Sorrel, the home has seen its share of tragedy. Stories tell of deep betrayal, forbidden love, and lives that ended in despair within its very walls. Legend says Francis's wife, Matilda, discovered his affair with a woman enslaved on the property. Heartbroken, she is said to have fallen, and some say jumped from a balcony. Days later, the other woman was found lifeless in the carriage house. But they didn't leave. Today, visitors report hearing disembodied whispers, footsteps in empty hallways, and even catching glimpses of shadowy figures peeking from windows. Cold spots grip your skin, even on warm Savannah nights. Electronic devices often fail inside. Paranormal teams have captured chilling EVP's voices that shouldn't be there. Some say Matilda still roams the house, searching for answers. Others believe something far older and darker is trapped within the walls. Whatever the truth, the Sorrel-Weed House stands as a gateway between the living and what lingers beyond. Part 3. Colonial Park Cemetery, where the stones lie. And so do the records. Nestled in the heart of historic Savannah lies Colonial Park Cemetery, a seemingly quiet resting place for over 9,000 souls. But beneath its sunken graves and mossy tombstones lies a darker legacy, one of forgotten names, disturbed graves, and restless energy. During the Civil War, Union soldiers used the cemetery as a campsite. Rumors say they tampered with graves, altered headstones for fun, and desecrated sacred ground. Some claim the number of actual burials far exceeds what the records show. The result? Confusion, misplaced remains, and ghostly unrest. Visitors today report strange sounds at dusk, soft weeping with no source, a child's laughter in the wind, and cold hands brushing past theirs. Photos reveal ghostly mists. Shadows move where no one should be. One of the most notorious spirits is René Rondolier, a towering man once accused of a crime he insisted he didn't commit. Locals say he was taken to a nearby square and silenced without trial. His towering shadow is still spotted, especially near the back wall. Colonial Park isn't just haunted, it's angry. Part 4. The Mercer-Williams House. Art, murder, and the spirit that stayed. The Mercer-Williams House is elegant, stately, and cursed with a legacy that made headlines across America. Built in the 1860s, the home stood empty for nearly a century before it became the residence of Jim Williams, a famed antique dealer, socialite, and the central figure in Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. But this wasn't just a tale of high society. It was a tale of death, obsession, and what lingers after. In 1981, Williams fatally shot his assistant, Danny Hansford, inside the home. The event led to 4 dramatic trials and endless media attention. Williams himself passed away in the very same room under mysterious circumstances. Since then, strange things have been reported inside the house. Lights flickering on their own, footsteps echoing at night, shadowy figures appearing in the hallway. Some claim Danny never left. Others believe something older, tied to the land or structure itself, was awakened. Tour guides refuse to enter certain rooms alone. Paranormal investigators have recorded disturbing audio. One even collapsed, suddenly claiming a force had pushed him down the stairs. In this house, history isn't just remembered, it replays itself. Part 5. The Sorrel-Weed House. Screams behind brick walls, towering red brick, cast iron balconies, and Greek revival beauty, the Sorrel-Weed House is a postcard from Savannah's past. But once you step inside, the facade fades fast. This historic mansion is known as one of the most paranormally active places in Georgia. Beneath the grandeur lies tragedy, secrets, and suffering. Francis Sorrel, a wealthy merchant, once lived here with his wife, Matilda. Rumor has it she discovered an affair between her husband and one of the enslaved women in the household. Days later, she lost her life after falling from a second-story balcony. Not long after, the woman involved in the affair also passed under deeply suspicious circumstances. Now, visitors hear a woman's scream echo through the halls. Cold spots appear in sealed rooms. Some claim to see Matilda's figure pacing, her grief and fury carved into every step. In the basement, once a workspace for enslaved people, strange whispers and sudden pain overwhelm guests. Even skeptics leave changed. Here, the past isn't silent. It shouts. Part 6. Ghost tours and modern encounters. Savannah still breathes shadows. Walk Savannah at night, and you'll notice something different. The air grows heavy. Lamplight seems too dim, and the silence? Too loud. Ghost tours are now a major draw, but many guides will tell you they're not acting. Tourists report photos with faces that weren't there. Footsteps follow them down empty alleys. A woman in 1800s attire vanishes behind a tree and simply isn't there. Some claim to have spoken to helpful locals, only to learn later that no one matching that description exists, or has existed for centuries. Paranormal investigators describe Savannah as a vortex, a city built on native burial grounds, soaked in wartime loss and layered with centuries of unspoken pain. From Moon River Brewing Company's aggressive spirits to the child ghost who plays near Wright Square, the city doesn't just have ghosts, it is one. And if you stay long enough, you might take a little piece of it with you. The spirits never sleep. Savannah is beautiful, warm, inviting, but under that southern charm is a truth few dare to face. The ghosts are still here. Every cobblestone holds a secret. Every wall has heard a whisper. Every shadow might just be watching you. So if you ever visit Savannah, look closely. That flicker in the corner of your eye might not be your imagination. If this story sent a chill down your spine, don't forget to like this video, share it with your bravest friends, or your most skeptical ones. Comment below if you've ever been to Savannah or if a ghost story ever followed you home. And of course, subscribe to join us again in the world of scary stories, where every legend lives on and every story leaves a scar.